Ahead of Saturday's game, the Buckeyes have one goal, and that is to beat that team up north.
That's the only goal every year. Jordan Dunlap here with comments from head coach Ryan Day and how Kyle McCord is feeling about his first time starting in the high-stakes game. Jordan.
Good morning, Matt and Monica. So this will be the first time that quarterback Kyle McCord will play in the game. He sat on the sidelines for the past 2 years, unfortunately, and watched the Buckeyes lose both times. This year is relatively different, though, as McCord says he's ready for the big game and confident in his team. He's won big games and big moments this season, and Coach Ryan Day says that's a big bonus. Day also says it's important for all of his players to be on their game and to be focused. He says this win is not out of reach, and he wants his team to keep working hard this week, as many of them are still carrying scars from past years.
You know, it could come down to one play, and you got to be on your game, and you got to win the situations. There's guys with scars, and I'm one of them, and so it just drives you every day to work harder and to make sure you do everything you possibly can to win the game.
The only time you're nervous is when you're not sure if you put the preparation in or not. And so during the week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I think that's when you really win the games. I think that's where you gain confidence. And so when you step out there on Saturday, it's not anything that you haven't done yet. And I think that's really where I draw it from.
Now, during this week's media day, both Jim Harbaugh as well as Ryan Day were asked if they respect the other coach. Neither of them answered that question. But Kyle McCord did answer that question, and he says it's hard not to respect a team that's 11-0, and he definitely expects the same in return from that team up north. Monica?
All right, we shall see. Jordan, thank you very much. Question that every fan wants to know, and the answer may be written in the stars. NBC4 spoke with a local astrologist ahead of the game. Jordan Dunlap joining us here to explain her predictions. Jordan, we were looking at some of the cards. There was a walrus. You're talking about a wand. There's a lot happening here.
Good morning, Matt and Monica. So according to Jennifer Lopez, she believes the future for both teams is looking pretty bright. For the Buckeyes, she pulled a card called the King of Wands. She says this card signifies the king, the ruler, and manifesting, anything that you want. She says if she were part of that football team, she would definitely be happy with that card. Now, when it comes to the card pulled for the Wolverines, it was the World card, which means the world is your oyster.
This is a tricky reading because it's very, very close, which makes me think that the game will be very, very close and everybody is in really good shape for it. But as far as dominating the game, if I was a gambling person, which I'm not, I would go with the King of Wands.
Now, it seems like Lopez is leaning toward the Buckeyes for this weekend. We also asked her if she thinks the recent sign-stealing scandal will play a role. Her answer to that was, quote, "I am a huge believer in karma." Matt?
I also think if you just, they don't have our signs, so they won't be able to.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Take away the advantage.
That's
we'll
all it
see
is.
what goes down. All right,
you,
Jordan, thank you so much.